welcome. We're in late July. We just got news that baseball is coming back. Finally. I was actually very happy to hear that. I was really missed Major League Baseball. It's hard not to have that going on every day. We're going to have Cole Hamels pitch for us today. If you didn't notice, we had some slight injury. And we had our star shortstop, Stott. He basically had a pull in his oblique. Instead of risking him being hurt long term, I decided to put him on the 10-day disabled list. Since I was able to take off the disabled list Neil Walker, as you can see his statistics here, was doing really well before he got hurt. I had him playing third base for us, and now I can actually have him play second base for us while I have Kingery playing short for us. So it kind of works itself out. So we can play Neil Walker at short, second, and Kingery at short. With Duffy as my regular third baseman, didn't need Neil Walker to play there anymore, so it kind of worked itself out. Now, by the time in 10 more days when the disabled list goes out, I'm going to have a real decision to make, because I'll have Stott and Didi Gregorius will be coming back. So it's going to get a little crowded in the majors, so we're probably going to wind up moving somebody else down. So that's going to be a tricky one. In other news, Bryce Harper is one home run away from reaching 60. It's a big plateau. That's the Babe Ruth plateau.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Cole Hamels gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Cole Hamels, one of the top left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Early on in his career with the Philadelphia Phillies, was really almost the ace of those really good Philadelphia Philly teams. His best pitch, the straight changeup. His changeup was as good as it is now when he was in high school coming out of San Diego, California. 93 to 95. Will throw the overhand curveball, but primarily a two-pitch pitcher. Fastball and a lot of straight changeups.
First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Okay.
J.D. Davis, the next to bat. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Looking at his career totals, Davis Enters the day with a slugging percentage in the 460s, a number he can be proud
Just
of.
missing.
2-0 now. Two and one after the foul ball there. Hamels, once a member of the Chicago Cubs organization, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around. Usually.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. A solid first inning from Cole Hamels. It's the Mets 0, Phillies coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Seth Lugo gets the starting nod for the Mets. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low threes. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low threes in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. And this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Stepping up now, Andrew McCutchen. He comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bereznik is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Digging in, JT Realmuto. He's definitely a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the National League in that category.
And not surprisingly, he's also near the top of the league in slugging percentage, which means not every ball's leaving the yard. A lot of extra base hits in this guy's arsenal.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. This is a fight at the bat rack.
Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate.
For 60 here.
Fouled off. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive.
Should be noted, we've only hit the X button. Never, ever do a power swing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high, 1-2.
I think you could have an argument for that first pitch that it could have been off the plate, but there was certainly no debate with that one. That missed by a ton.
Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
Wow, 0 for 9 career-wise.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. Good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that 2-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
Soft grounder left side. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. We are still scoreless. Second inning set to go, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Now the pitch.
Alonso.
Nope, that's down.
A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Conforto.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's got that average up over 340 now. 10 home runs and 33 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. And it's 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Hoskins grabs it cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
That is it. The left fielder, Jarrett Parker.
Striding in, Jarrett Parker. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0 for 4 line. Chopped toward the second baseman. Fielded cleanly by Walker. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0.
Huh.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, A.J. Pollock.
The center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
First pitch on its way.
1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
2-0 to the Phillies center fielder. pulled high in the air out to left field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Scott Kingery.
Stepping into the box, Scott Kingery. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. First pitch on its way. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he'll just waste one there. 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Nido finds it and he makes the throw to first. Kingery is retired. 2 down now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native, the left-handed bat of Neil Walker. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
Counts even at 1-1 to Walker. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So that keeps the bottom of the second going.
Batting eighth, the third baseman,
So next to the plate for the Phils, Matt Duffy. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-1, no strike.
Walker, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fastball well outside.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now the 2-0 home. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit and a 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
Fouled away. The 3-1 pitch. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
2 men on, 2 out, and that'll leave things up to Cole Hamels, the pitcher. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher. And he fouls this one off. Ready with the 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. McNeil calls for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Phillies leave a couple, who move to the third with no score. Here's Jake Marisnick. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now a chance for Kingery at shortstop. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Tomas Nido. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, Seth Lugo. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Count 1-0.
And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
We're back now as the Phillies prepare for their at-bats here in the third inning. And this lineup has been terrific for this club all year. They enter the day near the top of the league in both team batting average and runs scored. So it's safe to say they're among the cream of the crop in terms of offensive production. Talking with some of the coaches earlier, they all alluded to not only the high level of talent on this club, but also the hitters' tireless work ethic. They praised the professionalism these players bring to their craft as a major reason for their success. And they said the hard work breeds confidence when it comes time to compete in the batter's box.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. McCutchen, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. He was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher.
Digging in for his second at-bat, JT Realmuto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Number 3, Harper.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Harper swings
16.
and hits it very well to right. And that ball will stay fair, and
You
it's
got it,
gone.
number 60.
A home run. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. And his power surge continues, and even 60 for him on the year. And the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, you can see how pure his swing is, and that's why he's able to hit an incredible 60 home runs this season. Might as well start engraving his name on the MVP trophy because he's having a year for the ages. Witnessing history, folks.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Now a hard liner, but foul.
Hoskins is on his way to 50 home runs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive.
Oh, there it goes.
There's 50.
In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. So a milestone here. And even 50 home runs on the year now as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Oh, man, it's so rare to see a guy put up 50 dingers in a season, especially in recent years. Well, he just did. It's been incredible to watch. What a season.
Standing in now, A.J. Pollock. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. And in steps Scott Kingery. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. 2 out with the man at first. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the stretch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. Another try at 2-2. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so When you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Marisnick is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Andres Gimenez the next to bat. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything. Oh, a diving stop at third. The throw. A great stab, but this will be scored a base hit as the hitter reaches first without a play.
Hey, listen, D-Roll, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single, and hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hit hard on the ground to short. Kingery's there. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And while we have a moment here, let's look at the Phillies' Road to the Show report. Two guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Swing and a little blooper to center, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Now back, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As Hamels will jump ahead of him, it's 0-1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Harper has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the fourth. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto from the stretch. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A runner on first with 2 away. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off. He'll try again. 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Walker's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Phillies 2 and the Mets 1. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Here's Neil Walker. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
The second baseman, Neil Walker.
First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was...
Now, an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Paul Sewald answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Paul Sewald.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that means the corner infielder Matt Duffy will bat next. First delivery to him on the way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 35.
Stepping up to the plate, Cole Hamels comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
And it's fouled away. Sewald, a Nevada native. He was taken in the 10th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Jarrett Parker. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
1-1. Here it comes.
All 2.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. Hard hit ball to second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Tomas Nido. He'll go after the first pitch here as the fastball's hit foul off to the right. Strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And a quick bluff here over to first, but he'll just stare him back without throwing. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. The 1-1 home. He swung on and missed, and that's strike two. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, 1 away. Ready for another shot now. JT Realmuto. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Parker comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Digging in once again, Bryce Harper is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And next on the list is Roger Maris here.
Fouled away. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep.
You got it?
Right fielder looking up, and that one is
Welcome,
gone.
Roger Maris.
On a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Damn.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, and it gives the Phillies a 3-1 lead. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Phillies get 1 in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. Through 5 innings, it's now 3-1 Philly. Ahmed Rosario will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 1, Ahmed Rosario.
That's taken for strike one. Comes into play here at 273. 8 home runs and 38 runs batted in. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
Stepping into the box, Andres Jimenez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. Throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first 2 in the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman.
So stepping in, J.D. Davis. He was a ground out victim last time up. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. This is in the air out to right. On the move is Harper. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Jerry's Familia enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 27.
Coming to the plate now, A.J. Pollock. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Here comes the first pitch. Here comes the 0-1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
Foul ball.
Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
Popped up. Alonso is there. 1 down.
The batter, number 4. Shortstop, Scott Kingery.
Into the box now, Scott Kingery. Lifetime against Familia. Not great. He's 1 for 8. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no strike.
Familia primarily attacks hitters with a sinker, but not your typical sinker. He throws it much harder than most.
He's a hard guy to get elevation on. In a day and age where a lot of hitters are looking to lift and separate and get the ball in the air, he has some good sink, not great sink, but he makes hitters hit the ball on the ground, and when he's on, you'll see a lot of ground balls.
Down the left field line and deep. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Scooped up. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Neil Walker. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Down the first baseline, but This is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Bounce towards the second baseman. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order as the lead remains 3-1. So here's Jeff McNeil, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
The next 0-2. Lifted in the air out to right. Harper has a read on it. 1 out.
Now batting.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Pete Alonso. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
Behind 0-2 now. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
So now to the plate, Michael Conforto, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
2-2 the count. So a full count now.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. A payoff pitch one more time. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Harper looks up, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto, number 11 for him on the season, and the Mets have made this a 3-2 ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now batting. The left fielder, Jarrett Parker.
To the plate now, Jarrett Parker. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Lifted down the line in left. After it is McCutchen. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Phillies 3 and the Mets 2. Justin Wilson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 38, Justin Wilson.
Last half of the 7th here, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Matt Duffy.
For the Phillies, the third baseman, Matt Duffy.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit down the third baseline. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. Roman Quinn is going to grab a bat now and hit for the pitcher Hamels.
Number 24, Roman Quinn.
Fouled off. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. 1-1. Wilson has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send them back to the top of the order with 1 away in the inning.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. 1 ball, no strikes to count. One and one to Andrew McCutchen.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
Count is 1-2 now. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And the runner back easily. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And it's fouled away. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Real Muto is hitting over 350 up in the high 300s.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the end. Phillies strand 1, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Robert Stock has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's dead center for strike 1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Late swing on that curveball right there to run the count 0-2. Don't think he recognized that one too well.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
In now, Tomasito. Swung on and hit deep to left center. McCutchen going back.
And it's gone.
And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here.
Oh, my gosh.
So a solo shot here to left center field as it's now a 3-all ball game.
Unbelievable.
Robinson Cano will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hitting for the Mets, number 24, Robinson Cano.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. Stock, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was taken in the second round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line them. Drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. At the plate, Andres Jimenez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Count remains at 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled off. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Hit hard on the ground to second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away.
Boy, that was a strange AB right there, Dero. 7th pitch, 0-2 at bat. Gets the first 2 strikes, then on the 7th pitch, disaster for the pitcher.
Yeah, you'll see that happen about 5 to 10 times all year. You're in straight survival mode, fouling off everything, and found the hole.
Now the pitch. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. And it's fouled away. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
Right side. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, number 6.
Next up for New York, Jeff McNeil. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. This year against right-handed pitching, McNeil has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Harper has a read on it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Dylan Betances is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 68, Dylan Betances.
Now at the plate, Bryce Harper. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
This is huge. Actually, I need to...
And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time.
I need to have him warm and him warm.
First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
I could make a home run here to beat past Roger Maris completely.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Here's the pitch.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Fouled away. This is line to left.
Go!
And there's your go-ahead base runner right away as this is down for extra bases. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it in safely. He's in at third as the go-ahead run.
Wow, you'd think they'd learned their lesson and would pitch around this guy. That's his third extra base hit of the game. This one a triple, and he can seemingly do nothing wrong.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
He's set, and the pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. And that's the first out. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
Next to Philadelphia.
In now, A.J. Pollard. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. First offering on its way.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, Deaver, with the runner in scoring position. The sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do?
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. He's safe. The throw was offline. And they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
Standing in, Scott Kingery. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Chances sets. Here's the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and it's now 5-3.
second baseman, Neil.
Into the box, Neil Walker, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Hit hard on the ground towards second.
Wow.
Throw gets him at first. Highway robbery right there as the inning is over. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. So here's Pete Alonso. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch popped him up. Real Muto has a play. He's got it 1 away. Digging in and looking for more, Michael Conforto. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. David Robertson answers the ball from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
Look out, 1-1.
Now a called strike on the outside corner as that zone seems to widen some. It's 1-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Grounded softly down the line toward first, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. They're on their feet here in Philly. Some 43,000 in full roar. He struck him out, and that's going to do it for the Metropolitans here this evening.
And that's save number 33 on the season for him, matching my career best for a season. The difference is he still has a chance to notch number 34. Another nice outing from him.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The Phillies get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Robert Stock wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Mets, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citizens